Fox News is reporting that China will return the underwater drone that it seized in the South China Sea. We'll get it back tomorrow. Separately, I got a question about the relationship between Russia, China and the United States. Are we beginning a new Cold War where the enemy is not Russia, but China? Who better to answer that question than Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters, who is with us this morning? That's the way things seem to be shaping up, Ralph. Our enemy, Cold War enemy, the new Cold War, is China, not Russia. What say you?
I'd say that's nuts.
Oh, take me to pieces, Ralph. Go ahead, lad.
Well, no, it's not what you said. I mean, I'm not saying you're nuts. You're too clever to be nuts, and I'd never mess with Varney.
Yeah, you can.
But look, it's very straightforward. China is our competitor. Russia is our enemy. China wants to live off our economy, build itself up. It wants hegemony in the South China Sea and its littorals. We have conflict points with China. Russia wants to destroy NATO, invade its neighbors, occupy them, divide Europe, drive us out of the Middle East. And, oh, by the way, they did indisputably interfere with our election. I am not saying they elected Donald Trump. I'm saying they interfered in our election more profoundly than any foreign power ever tried to do. And you can believe either 17 U.S. intelligence agencies or Kellyanne Conway.
Do we need to tilt towards one or the other, just diplomatically speaking, as the way Richard Nixon tilted towards China way back in the very early 1970s? Get together with China to exclude Russia. Should we be doing something similar now with one of either Russia or China? No,
because that approach didn't work. It's always been a myth that we could turn China against Russia and Russia against China. Now, in the very long term, they are enemies. But for right now, we're just not good enough diplomatically and strategically to play them against one another. We need to take them each on their own terms. We can, with firmness and foresight and economic leverage, deal with China. Putin, you can play chess with China. You just got to watch them. You can't play chess with Putin because every time he starts losing, he upsets the chessboard. Putin is a grave danger, and I'll tell you, Stuart, I am revolted by the hypocrisy of so many my fellow conservatives who have spent decades warning against Russia, and now suddenly they portray Vladimir Putin as a cross between Santa Claus and Mother Teresa. Putin is our enemy because he chooses to be, not because we want him to be.
Ralph, that's called exaggeration. No Republican that I know has ever thought that Putin was a cross between Santa Claus and Mother Teresa, and you know it.
Okay, just Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
All right. Ralph, it's always a pleasure having you on the show. You can come again soon, okay? See you later.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.